Hi guys, it's Sam Cole, and today we are going over the definitive Sarah J. Maas reading order. I have read almost all of Sarah J. Maas's books. I've gotten to the tandem read in Throne of Glass, but then other than that, I've read all of them. But I did it wrong. I started with the Crescent City series, not knowing any better, and then when I got to the end, I was like, whose man is this? And didn't understand. I felt left out. I felt out of the loop. And so leading up to the Crescent City 3 House of Flame and Shadow, I think is what it is, release in January, I am going to read all of Sarah J. Maas's books in order. This is hotly debated. I know everyone and their mother has their own reading order, and that's fine. That's perfect. I am doing it in order to get the most impact out of the Crescent City and understanding how these worlds come together. Because of that, I'm going to start with the Throne of Glass series. I have them all right here. We're going to start with Throne of Glass. With that, the main debate comes from the first 4 books. You can either read The Assassin's Blade first as a prequel, or you can read it after Airfire. When I first read through this series, I did this and read it after Airfire, and I really liked that, and I think that's the best way to read it for a beginner and for a first timer. Since I've already been introduced to this world and have an emotional connection to the characters and want more of a better understanding of how the story progresses, I'm actually gonna start with Assassin's Blade this time. I know. Don't shoot the messenger. This is my read through, and that's how I'm gonna do it. Okay. So I'm gonna start with The Assassin's Blade, followed by Throne of Glass, Crown of Midnight, Heir of Fire, Queen of Shadows, and then I'm going to reattempt the tandem read of Tower of Dawn and Empire of Storms. Like I said, I already have it tabbed and everything, and I just lost steam. That's all. And so I'm pretty confident that this is how I want to do it. I've heard if you want to not do that, I've heard it's Empire of Storms and then Tower of Dawn, but Empire of Storms leaves off on a cliffhanger, and then you have to trudge through a Tower of Dawn, and I don't want to do that. And then that's going to lead me in perfectly to Kingdom of Ash, and that is where the Throne of Glass series ends. That is where I think she said that she has no intentions of continuing this series for now, but you never know. After the Throne of Glass series, I am then going to move on to the ACOTAR series, which is so good and currently my favorite. I am interested to see how that changes with this reread, but it's so good. So I'm going to start with A Court of Thorns and Roses, A Court of Mist and Fury, A Court of Wings and Ruin, Court of Frost and Starlight, and then I don't have a physical copy of A Court of Silver Flames. I read it on my Kindle the first time, but when we get to this, I'll buy the physical version. Because I didn't say this, but this time I want to go through and really annotate, probably mostly just tab favorite passages, things that make me smile and laugh and cry, and yeah, so that's the current plan. And then we're gonna move on to Crescent City, which is where I started, which I think I don't regret that. I mean, it got me into this world. It really made me fall in love with Sarah J. Maas, but obviously I didn't get it, if you know, you know. So obviously I'm gonna do Crescent City, House of Earth and Blood, and then Crescent City, House of Sky and Breath. And then hopefully I can read all 15 of these books before January in time for the House of, what is it? The House of Shadows and Blood, maybe? I don't know, but that's not right, but that's okay. But that's what we're doing. So I'm super excited. I can't wait. I hope that you follow me along on this journey. I think I am going to do a spoiler, like, included reading vlog of these, since I have already read them, and I feel like a lot of people have probably already read them at this point. And so do keep that in mind if you decide to go through the rest of my videos. They are going to include spoilers, but just so I think it'll be really fun to have that conversation together and that sense of community, because when I first read them, I didn't really have that, because like I said, I was really left out because I didn't understand why the end of this was significant. But I'm super excited to get started, and I hope you guys all tag along with me, and let me know if you decide to tag along with this reading marathon as well, and I think it'll be a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm right now my idea is to read one book a week. That'll give me a little bit of wiggle room, like when we get to the tandem read or some of these longer books, to give me like 2 weeks, because January is not 15 weeks from now, it's a little longer than that. So we'll see. I'm super excited. Thanks.